I'm taking my hair down. Okay, something I thought you'd like to know is they're discussing why they were tearing my hair up so bad. They're talking about my mom. I don't know if I told you about this. I didn't tell you that it hasn't been a couple of weeks, and it hasn't been a couple of months. It's been about a month ago. They started calling me my mother, and they were doing things to align the identity. So they were attacking my knees. And they were attacking, but they've been attacking my hair for years. Let me tell you something. My mother's imposter was ripping my mother's hair out. Just tearing it up. It would perm it, over process it. And so maybe tear isn't the correct expression. It will over process her hair, which will result in it falling out. And it just got to this point where it didn't care about a head of hair. And my mother had always had a decent grade of hair, even with the sabotage that was being done on her head. So they started calling me her. Someone started inquiring why they were doing my head so badly. And they were calling me her. They were claiming that I had the same activity. And I'm always gentle with my hair in every way. I don't play that. And I would actually kind of, get on her a little bit. There were many times where I told her, not to touch her head at all. That only I do it, And that's even with me being out of state. I would just have to kind of keep an eye on what she was and was not doing to her head. Okay, what did I do different to cut down on some of the cursing that was being done? I included it in the complaint that I wrote to the mayor. I included it in that complaint. So, I just did this style a month and a half. 2 months ago. We'll call it 2 months. I did it on the 8th or 9th of December. And it's January 28th today. I've only had it in 2 months because the hair, the brand of hair that I used was different than the brand of hair that I normally use, and it doesn't hold up well. You saw the condition that it was in, and matter of fact, I'll put a picture of the condition it was in at the end of this. So I've noticed that my texture is a little better. It's not as rough, hard, and brittle. It's not as much damage right now. As far as shedding and stuff, I'm going to show you the total shed like I always do, and the total breakage before and after wash. And for the first time, it looks like it grew some. It looks like it grew for the first time. So, or not look like it grew for the first time. It looks like the growth has not been sabotaged for the first time. There we go. Because it always grows. I'm telling you, physics is something else. Check this out though. As far as growth goes, they can grow hair overnight. They grow people's hair in overnight, especially when they're isolated or when they relocate. They do things overnight. I talked about this in older videos, so it's nothing for them to reach what's realistic. I told you my clone. Okay, I'm done. I'm about to wash my hair, and I'll show you how much. Hold on. This is how much. There we go. How much came out during me taking it down. That's a drastic improvement. I'm gonna see how this wash does though. Something I haven't had a chance to discuss yet is the different types of disinformation. What I'm going to be doing with my hair is I'm going to be changing it. I'm adding some color so that the footage that they capture doesn't align. So if they try to manipulate reality for a particular group of disinformation, it won't align. The hair, my hair won't match. I'm so tired. It's 3 a.m. or almost 2:43. It wasn't tangled this time, like in knots. They did not put my hair in knots for the first time in a really long time. You saw how bad the knots were. And as far as what came out, that's still a lot. In 2018, I burned the hair most of the time. This is all from 2019. My camera went. Mind you, I only do my hair but a few times a year. Well, last year I did it 4-5 times. So every time I took my hair down, you could, talking about 5 times, it's like an excessive amount of shed. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a lot of hair. And it's like compressed. Something else. Whereas they were just putting a few strands of gray hair in my head before, now they're putting a lot of strands. So what I noticed is, you can see that. That's not normal. Imagine an entire, okay, not an entire city. Imagine being politically attacked because you're talking about how white people are able to exist. It's more white overall. It's created racist, but it's more white people than it is anyone else. These white people are something else. They said we don't want to have the night. I told you they talk non-stop. As soon as the color hit my head, their tone changed. As soon as the color hit my head, their tone changed. And they're discussing how it's making it difficult for them to manipulate reality. One, I've never worn this color, so I can't be, they don't have old footage of me anywhere looking this way. They're using a lot of old footage of me, my old lifestyle, like pretending I have a vehicle, pretending I have a job, pretending I have a way. And these are the things that they're telling people so that when I go into a store, if I need to steal an item, you know, I have people showing up, you know, some days when I go into the store, it's a flock of folks that flee, like come in right behind me. And other days, their activity is suspect. You know, you can tell they're only there to witness. Some of them will grab a couple of items or whatever, but they walk back and forth by me. Some will come in, as soon as they see me, they leave out. So they come on by nothing, see me and leave out. I feel like I'm about to bounce all around on the topic, so I'm going to refrain from talking about it right now. But anyhow, the tone has changed since I put this color in. Now they're destroying my hair. Like, as I put these crochets in, they're taking them out. So as soon as I run my hand, this normally doesn't come out at all. When I run my hand through the work that I've done, they were coming out. They were coming right out. So as soon as I loop and tie and run my hand through, they were taking them loose. This is the side that the bald spot is on, like where they sabotage my edges. As you can see, they grew the hair in a little bit here. It's they've done this before, like they'll grow it in and then they'll take it right off. And now that I look at it closely, it's not really much of a difference. I will say this much. Normally, when that takes place, you know, when they jam, pause, or block a thought, or even try to rewrite it, I easily combat it normally, but I'm really exhausted right now. I don't even have time. I'm not willing to put any effort into that. There's so much details in all my videos, you know, like I really do. I try not to repeat myself, but I do reiterate certain things. But yeah, I'm too exhausted for that right now. Okay, they stopped that last video. I'm about 2 hours in, and this view is deceitful. I was saying the clone. The clone is a true one. Anyhow, I always say that too. I told you they have different purposes. So anyhow, it's a true depiction of my genetic makeup. And when these females look at my genetic makeup, these men too. I've spoke about this in recent videos. You know, some of the things that they can't imagine me walking around as, because it conflicts with the way that they've painted society. And no matter how close they try to get, I wish I could show you the images, no matter how close they try to get with the to reality, with the African females whose hair they grow out 30 feet and it's their hair, you know, it's still nothing like my complete genetic makeup. I'm an angel. So anyhow, yeah, they grow hair out overnight. And if they were to get off of me, my hair grow out overnight. And they often talk about that's going to be the case, you know, like my tooth growing in, or my teeth growing in, and my hair growing out, and my appearance completely changing once they get off of me. They're fooling their own. They're fooling their own kind. I told you, covering the eyes of the people is nothing compared to chief constituent, which is the foundation of the government, the order that the government operates under. So, like I said before, it boils down to a particular population that's responsible for all the crimes And they're fooling their own kind. They're fooling their own kind. Anyhow, hair is not supposed to be labor. Hair is not supposed to be labor. This is labor. I put in hours and hours of time on my hair because because I can't afford to get it done, one. But two, hold on, remote neural monitoring. They just jammed and erased what I said before trying to complete the thought. So it's like saying the cat in the hat. I'll be at the hat and they would have erased the cat. Hold up. Hold on. The cat in the hat. Okay, I'll be at in. About to say the hat. Supposed to say the hat, but they'll erase the cat. So now I'm at in and I'm like, what was I about to say? How do I complete the sentence? Because now I don't know what I said before it. That's remote neural monitoring. It's dangerous. It's horrible, horrible stuff. And sometimes they'll slip a word in the middle of me saying something and it makes no sense. There's been like 2 or 3 times where I've said, in fact, at an inappropriate time, at a time that I did not mean to. And it's in my videos. But because I've already addressed remote neural monitoring, once these videos get out, you'll know what took place. You'll be able to identify it. But anyhow, hair is not supposed to be labor. And they're still blocking it. They did not get off the thought. So I can't even tell you what I was about to say. It is horrible. It's like, I guess I'm going to talk about remote neural monitoring real quick. They said nope to that too. So yeah, they jammed and blocked my thoughts. I'm just going to shut up for now.